afternoon. Welcome to a 20-minute Pilates Flow. We are gonna spread out on the floor with either a yoga mat or on a soft surface, maybe a rug. And we are going to start on our backs today, but spend the majority of our time in side lying. So on one side, and then we'll flip around to the other side. So working a lot on the hips, sides of our hips and our inner thighs, outer thighs. Okay? So let's get started because 20 minutes goes really fast. I'm gonna slide back here and release onto my back, hugging my knees into my chest and letting your lower back lengthen out underneath you. So this rolling back of the pelvis, we're doing in a little passive stretch right here. Eventually our abdominals are going to be holding that pelvis in this nice, safe, rounded back position. So take a couple of deep breaths. Stretch everything out a little, rock side to side. Relax your shoulders. Let your middle back drop into the floor here. Good. And then keeping that lower back engaged into the floor. Relax your arms down by your sides. We're going to come into that tabletop position here with the lower legs. Your knees can be over your hips or maybe a little bit closer into your chest. Your lower legs are parallel to the ceiling. So here's our nice tabletop position. We're going to send one set of toes out to the front and then ease them back in. And then send the other foot forward, just like it's sliding on a little track back and forth. Take a deep breath in as you send one foot forward. Exhale to return. And breathe in, reach a little bit forward. Exhale it in. So you don't have to extend that leg all the way out. It's kind of nice just to go about halfway. Any amount that you send that foot forward, your abdominals have to work to keep the pelvis nice and grounded. Lower back meeting the mat beneath you. 2 more sets. Breathe in, reach forward. Exhale, return. Breathe in, reach forward. Easy with your arms. So no tension in your shoulders. Your upper chest is relaxed and open. And back in. And left toes forward. And back in. Good. Hug both knees into the chest again. Let the lower back stretch out. Little rock side to side. And let's do one more kind of stretch and warm up on our backs before we go to side lying. So right back to that same tabletop position. This time we're going to extend the right leg nice and long. Roll the head up and forward. Reach behind that leg anywhere that's comfortable for you, behind the knee or behind the calf, and then extend the opposite leg out long. So we have a little single leg, straight leg stretch, switching legs for a couple of bounces. Head stays lifted if you're comfortable with that. So an easy back and forth, loosening up the back of the legs before we switch to side lying. Inhale one side. Exhale the other side. Breathe in. And out. 2 more sets. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Good. Lower everything down to the ground, gently placing your feet down on the floor. Let's rock the knees a little bit side to side. I'm just going to turn down my music that got really loud. Hold on. Keep rocking the knees side to side. Nice loose lower back. So remember, when you're strengthening that core area, Strengthening it is great, but then we also relax and we stretch the tissues all the way out. So rolling those knees side to side, maybe releasing that lead leg all the way down to the floor if you're comfortable with that. Getting a nice twist across that lower core. Couple more. Good, and we're ready to roll onto our sides. Here we go. We're gonna prop our heads on our lower hand here, lengthening the body out long beneath you. Front hand or top hand down on the floor. And then we're gonna bring both legs a little bit forward, feet a little bit forward, and go ahead and set up our pelvis in that same safe position that we had while lying on our backs. So our lower back is long, our abdominals are turned on and supporting us. That top hip is stacked and right in line with that lower hip. So when you feel, or if you feel that top hip beginning to roll around front and back, you know you're doing too much with your legs. Make your legs smaller. All right? Nice open chest, relaxed shoulders. Float that top leg a little bit up in the air. And we're gonna cruise it a little bit to the front, back through center, and send it back, and bring it home. Breathing in as you float that leg forward, and center. Exhale that leg back, and center. Again, breathe in, center, and out. Two more here. Breathe in, and center. Exhale it back, and center. Good. Little circles with that leg. So again, you can always put your hand on this top hip to check out what's happening there. Keeping all the core nice and stable. We're circling and lengthening that lower foot slow and smoothly through the air. Breathing in for 2 circles. And then breathing out for 2 circles. You can always bring that top hand right down to the floor. Give yourself a little more support. Last set, circling to the front. And then pause a moment before we reverse the direction of that circle. Take your time and notice what's happening as you go in that reverse direction. Keep lengthening that leg away from the body. Core nice and stable. Breathing in for 2 circles. And then breathing out for 2 circles. Easy neck and upper body here. Watch out for tension in the upper body. Rising as you work. Keep all of that relaxed so you're only doing as much as you need to do. The majority of the work is here at the core. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good, that's both directions of circles for that leg. Let's bring that top leg into a passe position. So knee is opened up towards the ceiling. Extend that leg straight up. And then pull with your inner thigh to bring that leg back down to where it started. Again, passe. And develope. And pull with the inner thigh down. Breathe in. And out. 2 more times. Breathe in. And out. Last time. Breathe in. And out. Good. Bring that foot right across the front onto the floor. We're going to hold on to that ankle If this isn't a comfortable position for you, you can place a nice thick pillow or sofa cushion underneath the front knee and rest that leg in more of a neutral position, okay? Otherwise, we'll have this hip open, holding onto that ankle, or relaxing the hand down on the floor in front. We're gonna work this lower leg, same position for your core here. Top hip is stacked right below the lower hip, lengthening that lower leg out really long. Floating that leg up off the floor a bit, and then lengthening it, sending it towards the floor, but not resting it on the floor. Again, breathe in and lengthen up. Exhale, float it down. So it's not a great big movement, it's slow and smooth. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Easy neck and shoulders still. Breathe in and out. We have 3 more here. Breathe in. And gently lower. 2 more. Breathe in. Keep lengthening that leg. It becomes lighter as you lengthen it long. Good. 1 more time. Lengthen long. And lower down. Good. Let's bend that lower knee. Roll onto your back. You've already got this opposite heel right close to this knee. Let's come into piriformis stretch from here. So hugging that left leg in. Maybe a little rock side to side. And we're ready to spin around to the second side. All the way over, setting up the same way we did on the first side. Lengthen the body out long. Bringing the feet a little bit forward on the floor. Little hinge for the hip here. And then setting up the pelvis in the same way. So abdominals supporting a nice long back behind you. Keeping that top hip nice and secure over the lower hip. Slightly lift that top leg, and we're gonna float it out to the front a little bit. Back through center, and then send it straight back. So it's like your top leg is on a nice smooth shelf. You're sliding it forward, and center, and back, and center. Be careful as you go in that back direction that your lower back isn't starting to arch. So keep the abdominals pulling, 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 and then bring it back to center. Front, and back. 2 more here. Breathe in as you float front. Breathe out to the back. Last time, front and back. Awesome, coming into center again. And here we go with those little smooth, slow circles with that top leg. Think of that, the toes of that circling leg reaching longer and longer with each circle. Breathing in for 2 circles. And breathing out for 2 circles. Keep reaching those toes long. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Easy shoulders and neck. And breathe out. Good. Pause for a moment before you reverse the direction of that circle. Take your time reversing. Make that circle really smooth and slow. And breathe in for 2. And breathe out for 2. And breathe in, reach that leg long. And breathe out. One more set here. Breathe in and reach long. And breathe out. Nice. Here we come to that passe position with the left toe side of the knee pointed up towards the ceiling. Extend that leg out, nice long leg, and then use the inner thigh to pull that leg right back where it came from. Again, passe. Extend that leg long, reach it out, 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 out. Hip stays nice and steady. And breathe in. Reach. Inner thigh pulls that leg down. 2 more. Passe. Develope. Pull down. And here's our last one. Passe. And reach. And pull. Nice. Draw that foot right up across the front. Place it on the floor. And we're in our supported position to work that lower leg. All right. Top hip is still nice and stable. Grounded. Abdominals working to protect your lower back. And slowly lifting that lower leg off the floor. Reaching it long to lengthen towards the floor, but don't rest it all the way down. Again, up. And lengthen it down. And breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. And reach long. And down. Let's do 3 more. Long leg. As that leg gets a little bit tired, doing slow and smooth becomes a little tough. Keep it slow. 2 more. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Relax that leg down. Bend that lower knee. Your leg's already in position to roll onto your back towards your piriformis stretch. Lengthen your lower back here. Stretch everything out. Good. Lowering down 1 foot, 2 feet, little rock of the knees side to side. Again, little rotation for that lower core. Stretch everything out. Unwind. Lengthen the tissues. And that's it. 20 minutes goes really quick. We did it. Thanks for joining. Hope that felt great. Now you can go into the rest of your day with your core activated, more aware and connected to that part of your body. Keeping the abdominals awake and working to support your lower back. Keep it lengthened. Keep a little bit lifted up out of your lower spine and you'll feel better and be safer. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time. Bye.